Hi everyone, welcome back. There are a myriad of good and bad things that come with getting older. One of them is I've noticed the respect I get from my younger coworkers, and just they kind of look at me as the wise woman, which is awesome, which, you know, plays into my faith. As a woman, you have three phases of life: the girl, the mother, and the old woman or the old crone, which is you've gone into wisdom. It's that time of your life where you pass on your wisdom, hopefully it's good wisdom, onto the next generation. And I really enjoy giving that advice. And so they don't make the mistakes that I made, and look at what I'm doing now, and see that, you know, just because you've gotten older doesn't mean you still can't do things. On the flip side of that, there are the physical things. Obviously, your body starts doing things that you don't particularly want it to do. Your genetics and your how well you took care of the whole package when you were younger affects what happens to your body now. Obviously, I didn't take good care. Like I said, I think I smoked almost 25 years. And that wreaks havoc with the whole body. It also wreaks havoc with your face. Perpetually being vitamin deficient, which is what cigarettes do, the multiple things that cigarettes do. But one of the things they do to your skin is, because your certain vitamins are being sucked out of your body every time you light up, it affects your skin. It makes it look tired, worn out, wrinkly, dry all the time. And this plays games later as you get older. So I quit when I was 40. I'm now 55. I'm going to be 56 soon. So we're saying that all here. But I've come to peace with it very recently. I've come to peace with the look. There's maybe one thing I want to change, but right now, my pocketbook says no. So we accept what we look like, and it's good. We accept that the eyes. I've always had trouble with my eyes. I've worn reading glasses up until I was 40. And now it turned into bifocals. The reason why I'm not wearing anything right now is because recently my prescription just decided that my eyes changed again and my prescription is utterly useless. So there's no point in me wearing the glasses that I was wearing before. They don't do anything. I can see almost as well with a pair of cheap little readers in the store, or nothing. And so I'm kind of doing this kind of fix it and kind of see how far I can push what I can see with. The other thing that's happened to me, I always had the mildest of environmental allergies. And then, like I said, I never took any medication for them. They were not that bad, maybe occasionally an antihistamine. Though about 8 or 9 years ago, suddenly something new happened. When we were investigating about the ear and we were trying to figure out what it was, one of the things they did was they sent me to an allergist. And we didn't do the whole blood work or anything. We just, excuse me, let me correct that. We did not do the whole back thing and all the needles and let's throw everything in there. We did in-depth blood work. Couldn't find anything that was causing my ear to go off, but we did find out that I now had an allergy to grass, which made sense why now when I started doing the lawn, I would stuff up and so forth and so on. And it has only gotten worse in recent years. In fact, my head will be all stuffed up, headachy, sinus pressure every time they mow the lawns outside. There's also something else that I now have. I have a mild, it's not an allergy because I don't swell up and want to die and they have to rush to the hospital. So they don't consider that an allergy. They consider it a sensitivity, but it's uncomfortable nonetheless. I am now sensitive to mosquitoes bites, and I found this out in California, so that's going back almost 10 years ago. I normally never had a weird reaction, the normal reaction you normally get from mosquito bites. You know, it gets a red spot, it swells, it goes away, don't scratch it, it'll go away quicker. I suddenly had a mosquito bite, and at the time, this was back in California, I had gotten it over here. Okay, no big deal. Didn't think of anything about it. The next day, it swelled up so much. It was about yay big. It swelled from here all the way to here. And it came up about like this much, to the point where people were like, they'd talk to me and they'd see it and they'd look at it like, oh my God, what is that? What's going on with you? And I'm like, oh, that's the second head that's popping out. I'm trying a new science experiment. And they just would be horrified. It took about a week or plus to go away. And I was like, what is that? Well, it only got worse. It would do that swelling, so I was trying to protect from that thing and everything until I got to Kentucky. And the job I had at the time, they would open up the bay doors. I worked in a factory at the time, and they'd open up the bay doors to get the cool air coming in, because I worked second shift. And of course, when the cool air came in, all the little buggies came in, and all this nice, hot, sweaty flesh. They were attracted. This was the party to end all parties for them. And I got a bunch of mosquito bites on my legs. I would say about 9 or 10 of them. And again, I didn't think anything about it. Actually, I didn't even feel them because they were like no-see-ums. I think I felt 1 or 2, and I'm like, it's no big deal. I woke up the next day, and it looked like somebody had taken a baseball bat to my legs. I had, each one of them was this big, swollen, purple. I'm not joking, purple. So any of the other ones that were like the two together were now this big. And I was just like, oh my God, what happened to my legs? And then I remembered California. So I tottered down to the, I didn't put on any pants. I kept shorts on. I went to the pharmacy. And I actually went up. I said, can I speak to the pharmacist, please? And they said, sure. I said, I don't know. I'm thinking these are mosquito bites. I said, I seem to have this thing. And he's like, oh, yeah, those are mosquito bites. You have a sensitivity to them. I'm like, yes, please. What could I do? What could you give me? What over here? There's so many choices. I don't know. So he recommended Averest. I'm thinking I'm pronouncing that correctly. To put on it, and it halts the itching and halts much of the swelling. But it still was not pleasant. I also felt sick for the following 4 or 5 days that it occurred. And I had to take antihistamines. And he advised me in the future, he said, the minute you get a bite, he's like, take an antihistamine. And that'll prevent the red spots and prevent those tremendous purple bruises. Everybody thought I had been beat up, got in a car accident, whatever. So, you're wondering where all this is going. Well, where all this is going is, I don't know if you can see down here. It looks like I suddenly have extra chinage, right? Extra chinage is kind of booping out here. Not attractive at all. That's a mosquito bite. I did not even know I had it. I must have gotten it Tuesday night. I woke up the next morning and this whole area was red, swollen. I thought I had some horrible disease. And I looked in the mirror. I was washing my face. I wash my face every morning. I wash my face. And I looked up and went, what the hell is going on my neck? What is this thing? Oh my God. And I sat down and I was like, and I looked at it again in my makeup mirror. And I was like, what is that? Oh my God. Do I have to go to the doctor? What? Because it didn't itch. Didn't do anything. It didn't hurt. It felt hot. Hot. And this big swollen thing, which what you're seeing now is this many days down. I've got makeup on it and it's still unpleasant looking. I said, calm down, calm down. We'll see how it goes throughout the day. You have a doctor's, I have my physical on Tuesday. We'll see how this works out. Round about 6 o'clock, bing, light bulb goes off over my head. It's hot, it's swollen, it's probably a mosquito bite. And I was feeling exhausted all day long. And now it all made sense. And little Sophie in the back there. So I took an antihistamine the first day. Obviously, this was hours after I'd been bit. It went down a little bit. I took one the next day, it went down a little bit. Good. Friday, fine. It seemed okay. It seemed like it calmed down. Saturday came, it was swollen back up again. Not as red. The redness has been going away. But again, I was feeling tired. Not as tired, but tired, allergies. Just that whole feeling you get. I don't know if you when you get allergies, it's not just all here. What I get, the whole body gets bothered. So I had to go out and buy antihistamines. But the thing I want to try, I did some looking up because I don't want to take over-the-counter things. I'm really against doing all the over-the-counter stuff or any kind of medication because a lot of times the side effects are not good long term. So I've looked up some stuff. I am going to purchase those in a few days when I get back to work. So I have a full-blown pharmacy to look in for a big vitamin selection because I don't see them in the local places. And I know we have them in my store because I remember seeing them there. And I'll put the name here or there. It's actually going to be this thing and it's going to be that thing. And they are both natural antihistamines. So I'm going to start taking them. I was going to start taking them anyway because I figured if anything that will reduce inflammation in my body will help me with any having to deal with anything that does irritate me. So I'll give you updates on that once I start taking this. I'll be taking them Monday actually. I'll pick them up. So I'll give you an update on that. And I am doing local honey for the grass allergies because that's one of the best way to get around that is start to acclimatize your body to whatever it is that you're allergic to. And if you take local honey, it can help your body's reaction, lessen your reaction to the allergen. And I have noticed immediate results from using the local honey. It has helped. I don't feel as bad when they're mowing the lawn, so I'm really happy about that. So that's it. That's my week. That's how I spent the last 5 days, being all swollen up and feeling all bleh. But I got a lot accomplished, and that's our story. I want to thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share. I appreciate all the people that share my stuff. And if you have anything you're interested in asking me or we want to talk about, put it down in the thingy. I have an email that's down there too. However you want to contact me, it's all down there. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.